Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another week in the life of running our dealership, NG Supercars.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and this is our dealership, NG Supercars, and we are still recovering from flood damage. But the good news is the shop is somewhat operational at this point. We've actually been able to start wrenching on cars. We're actually able to start trying to buy and sell cars again. So that's good news. The bad news is we still don't have a kitchen office or a bathroom. There's still a lot of stuff to figure out, and we still have a whole lot of money stuff to figure out. But that's okay, because, well, I guess it's okay. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're working on it, right? Still trying to organize a bunch of tools. Things got scattered in the flood. That's one of the big things that's being annoying is like the tools that you need isn't where it used to be. You're like, where the hell did this thing go? Also trying to get the flooded cars out of here. As of the moment, we're down to basically one flood car left. So the only car that really doesn't have a deal on it is this black 458, which has zero aero lights. It's totally sorted. Everything seems fine on it. It drives wonderfully. Everything's great. If any of you want a super cheap 458 with no flood history on paper, but obviously disclosed, well, there you go. Reach out to us. It's at ngsc.me/floodcars. That's some information about that car. We'll have better pictures of it and stuff like that soon. We just got to give it a wash. So it was washed, and then it went on a test drive, and now it's dirty again. So we got to wash it again because right now there is dust and dirt on all the roads nearby just because of all the construction and all the flood damage and all that stuff. You really can't drive anything without getting them really nasty around here, especially a black car right now. Josh is supposed to be getting a deposit or a payment or something on his 355. Someone offered to buy it as is, and they're going to try and fix it over the winter, which is awesome. So we'd love to hear that this car made it. And I don't see, well, they shouldn't have any trouble really. They might not even have to rebuild the engine. I think it probably just needs to be flushed and then it'll be fine. We got a deposit on this 360, so that car is hopefully effectively sold, assuming they come through, which I think they will. This is a client's car. We just got to do one or two more things, and then out the door it goes to the new owner, and hopefully they enjoy the hell out of it. And of course, we have that black 430 Spider, which is for sale. No flood damage. It wasn't even here when the flood happened, so hooray! It's already been converted to a manual using a Makina Motorworks conversion kit. It is awesome. This thing drives wonderfully. It's a great car. Someone's gonna get an awesome car. Still waiting on insurance to make a final decision on my old 430. I don't think it's gonna happen. I would love for it to happen, but I'd love to be able to try and buy it back from insurance, but I think that's like a extraordinarily low probability that I can afford it right now, considering I'm kind of getting tapped out financially. Anyway, just dealing with all this. This is the old Jag is back in the shop somehow. You have to talk to Josh about that. Actually, his father-in-law was in here working on it yesterday, so I don't know what's going on. I think they almost got the fuel leak fixed, so that'd be great to not have a fire risk. Still waiting on Scott's car. So Scott's car we pushed outside because, well, yeah, there's no way it won't be totaled. It won't even start, and the transmission's seized up. So that one got hit pretty hard in the storm. It's really interesting how some of the cars came out really good and other cars came out really bad. I don't know what causes that, why, like just random shit luck. We also have the coaster bus, which is for sale. So if any of you want a right-hand drive Japanese bus that holds like 26 people, oh, it's turbo diesel too. It's actually kind of fun to drive that thing. Here we are at the shop. You can see we have new limestone laid out right there to kind of make the place look a little bit better. We still have the massive drain trench to hopefully manage to contain water if this sort of thing happens again. Although admittedly, I don't know that we could really contain a 1,000-year rain event like we just got. So maybe a 500-year, certainly a 100-year, I think we'd be okay. But let me show you our trench. Whoop. Almost eating shit right there. Let me show you the moat, as many of you have called it. So here you go. Here's the moat. Yeah, so it's a good 2 to 3 feet deep all the way from here to the stream. So the theory is that this is sloped this way. Everything should come down here. Everything coming off the neighbor's property, as you can see right back there. Yeah, look at that. You can really see how the water just eroded all of that and left all these big rocks. All of that dirt and all that shit that eroded came onto our property and then caused this massive flood and blew in that back door. So that's where all the water went. Here you go. Here's our trench to hopefully contain that water, or at least contain it better. So I guess that's the theory, is maybe that can't handle all the water in a 1,000-year rain event that we just had, but would it handle enough to keep the water from blowing in the doors? Or maybe even if it did still blow in the doors, maybe it only gets like a couple inches deep in the shop. So yeah, we'd have drywall ruined and stuff, but no cars get ruined. That would be a substantial improvement. Granted, I don't want to have to rebuild the kitchen and bathroom and office every single time that happens. A lot of people are wondering, what are we going to do about that? Well, we're still working on that. It's going to be a challenge. I'll just leave it at that. And it got really windy. Sorry about that. So, as of this moment, I need to edit some videos and do some stuff this morning. And actually, I have to bail early and do the old daddy things this afternoon. Normally, Meg's mom picks up Sebastian from school on Thursdays. Well, they're not in the country. She's not in the country. So I'm gonna have to go pick him up this afternoon. So I'm gonna have a short day. I gotta get done what I can while I'm here before I have to go home. And then good news is I actually get to spend some time with my kids. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. It'll be a nice break from the stress of trying to get all this stuff taken care of. So that means I gotta bust my butt this morning. I gotta work as hard as I can until I have to go pick him up. So I'm gonna get started. All right, so I'm sitting here trying to edit videos. Got to a stopping point, check some emails. I know it's got an email from the SBA. So if you don't know, we're trying to get a loan through the Small Business Administration. They do disaster loans. So if your company suffers a disaster, you can't get help from FEMA. FEMA is only for homeowners. So you have to do stuff like through SBA and other programs. They're not going to just like give you money like they do for homeowners. They're going to give you a loan, which is fine, whatever. We'll take a loan if we can get one. I just got notification from the SBA that they rejected our application because the IRS says our company doesn't exist. Even though we've filed however many tens of thousands of dollars in taxes and whatever. I don't know if someone fat fingered a number or something, but they're like, oh yeah, like the IRS just said, nope, NG Supercars LLC doesn't exist. So now I have to go fill out a bunch of other forms to tell them, yeah, actually, no, we exist. And I paid taxes. So that's why I hate bureaucracy so much. I hate it. It's the worst. Well, this form had a wrong number, so you have to redo all this other forms and fill out a form to tell that that form was wrong, so that the form of the form will be correct.
Signed in triplicate, sent in, sent back, queried, lost, found, subjected to public inquiry, lost again, and finally buried in soft peat for 3 months and recycled as firelighters.
All right, gotta bail out of here, go pick up the kiddo, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It's Friday, so let me figure out what we're doing today. Honestly, it's gonna be a quiet day because I think Josh took the day off because we've just been busting our ass, and Alan, I think, has some other stuff going on, so I think I'm gonna be the only one at the shop all day today, so it's gonna be kind of quiet, which is fine with me. I'm just gonna do whatever I need to do. I gotta see if any of the cars need any work. It looks like they took care of the yellow car, so I think the yellow 360, I can kind of see the bottom panels are on it, so that might be completely done. I know I saw where Josh got the stereo working again, so that's, I think that means it's all done. So if that's true, that means the yellow car is done, the black car is done. We got a little bit to do on the 458 right here. I think it just needs to have the dash cam installed. The black 430 Spider needs absolutely nothing. It's just ready to go. So if that's true, I'll probably just do some cleanup. Great. I can organize some tools. I can put the music on loud, music that I like and no one else likes. It's gonna be a great day. So I'll just do what I can here. I got a bunch of emails to do and stuff. That's pretty much my life now, is emails and stuff. So let's have at it and see what stuff we can organize. And yeah, it'll be good. It was interesting because on the live last night, someone asked, hey, with all the donations you got from GoFundMe, aren't you guys all set financially? And emphatically, no, we still are in the hole dramatically. Okay, yes, the cars, we are taking huge beatings on the flood cars that were ours that insurance won't cover. So that right there pretty much wipes out everything that was donated. But beyond that, we still have, so far, $20,000+ to fix on all of the office, kitchen, and bathroom. We've spent a couple $1,000s already, probably close to $3,000 or $4,000 just kind of excavating the yard, making the trench and all that stuff. There's just so many little things that add up. So I was just like sitting here and I was playing some music and I realized like, oh yeah, our subwoofer got flooded and destroyed, so we have to buy a new subwoofer. I noticed that, my webcam and my speaker or my microphone for the office got flooded, so I had to buy those new and all that stuff. And like just in those few little things, yeah, they're only a couple $100s each, but you add in that we lost tons of it, and all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, we lost like $2,000-$3,000 in stuff just in that stuff. It adds up really quick is my point, and I'm willing to bet that you factor in tools that got destroyed. So we had a lot of electronic tools that got destroyed. We had a lot of little things like that. It's a lot. All right, YouTube, we just got final payment on the yellow 360. So it is officially sold. So all of you that wanted it, too late. It will be going off to its new owner shortly. Oh, interesting thing. This is the first car we've sold under the new Texas law about license plates. Starting July 1st of this year, they no longer issue the paper tags. They have metal tags. And so they gave us a big stack of metal tags. And depending if you're an out-of-state buyer, you get the out-of-state buyer tag. And if you're in-state, you get the actual tags that will be the tags on your car. And then for us, we no longer have where we can print temp tags on cars for our own use and stuff. We have like a pile of metal tags that we can move around from car to car. It's kind of weird how they do it now, and they had like all these new rules and all this new stuff and had to take like courses on how to do all of it and blah, blah, blah. So it was actually kind of annoying, but whatever. Hopefully this prevents more fraud and legitimizes more of these dealers and prevents more of these stupid dealers that were like issuing temp tags all over the place. And that also means all of you that had asked us like, hey, can you just print me a tag? No, I can't. I actually literally can't anymore because we can't print tags at all. So don't ask again, please. We weren't going to do it in the first place, and now we definitely aren't going to do it. Just still cleaning up a bunch of stuff. We had to replace our Ring doorbell. It started fritzing on us. It went to black and white, and stuff was going wonky, so just got a new one. I think part of the problem is it's exposed to full sunlight like all day long, so it just kind of got fried. Yeah, just chipping away. More organization, organized a bunch of the chemicals, trying to get like all the cables and wires and shit thrown into bins and just get them out of the way. Every time you do 5 things, there's like 10 more you see, and you're like, okay, yeah, it's just never gonna end. But anyway, that's it for now. So many months ago, I bought a bunch of cool flags of all the different brands, and I wanted to hang them on the walls, and I just never had a chance. And I figured this was a good opportunity to do it. So got the Circuit of America's flag, Shelby Cobra flag, Lamborghini flag, Ferrari flag, McLaren flag, Aston Martin, BMW, AMG, Ford Racing, and Corvette. Now, I know there's a glaring missing flag, Porsche. I tried to buy a Porsche flag and I could not find one. So if someone knows where I can find a Porsche flag that's not stupid expensive, that was the thing. I think it was like, the Porsche flag was like $80 or something like that, and these are all like $15. I'm like, no, I'm not spending $80 for a Porsche flag. So if someone can find me like a $15 3x5 Porsche flag, I will gladly hang it. I don't know where though, because now the walls are almost totally full. And then I still have this flag, but I need another one to complement its other side. I'm gonna hang them on that bar that goes across the lift, so that, it'll be right there. I think that'll be kind of cool. So otherwise, yeah, we've got a lot of stuff done. Honestly, it's Friday. I might just sit and have a beer for a few minutes. I'm just tired. Shop's looking a lot better. Cleaned up a ton of crap. Just a lot of organization and just stuff getting out of the way. That makes me feel better. All right, YouTube, it's Friday. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna try and have an actual weekend and not work. So everything's cleaned up, well, getting cleaned up, getting organized. Meg actually just stopped by and she was like, wow, the shop is actually looking pretty good. Just got another contractor to look at the kitchen, office, and bathroom. They're gonna give us a quote in the next day or two. So hopefully we can get that going shortly. Because part of the thing is that's going to create like a bunch of dirt and dust shit. So I just want to get it done and over with. I just want to like we can get everything reasonably functional back the way it was. Put stuff away, not have like, random tables and crap scattered everywhere because we don't have a space for operating or anything. And I'd like to be able to take a shit in peace and privacy. Like, when you're sitting here on the toilet and then like you're like, oh, hey, how's it going over there in the office? Yeah, it's not so good. All right, YouTube, we'll see you guys on Monday.
Eventually.
Good morning, YouTube. It's Monday. And believe it or not, I actually had a weekend where I almost didn't do any work. I mean, I still answered a couple emails and some other stuff, but I didn't come into the shop. I tried not to think about it too much. Admittedly, impossible not to, but got some extra sleep that I've been desperately needing. I took a nice nap on Sunday. It was wonderful. So I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know exactly where we are. I gotta figure out, wrap my head around what we gotta do today. I know I got some emails and stuff because again, I didn't do them over the weekend, so gotta take care of those now. This car is a client's car. I know it needs a bath desperately. I'm not sure why it's on the lift because I think we're all done with doing stuff on the lift. So I think it just needs to have a radar detector wired up and then it's done, unless he changed his mind about one thing. So we gotta actually give him a call. This car is totally sold and it's supposed to get picked up later today. So bye-bye to the 360. It's been a great car. Red 458, Josh's car now. I don't know if he did anything to it over the weekend or not, but it's here. So I'm gonna guess maybe he worked on it over the weekend. I know he was at the shop over the weekend, and so was Alan. The black 430 is really needed. We need to get pictures and give it a bath and stuff. I hope this thing's not leaking oil or stuff. I need to look under it because I really don't want it to ruin our floors. Should hopefully have a final position on this car, a final decision of whether or not it's getting totaled and all the other stuff about that, I believe today, because I think that's pretty much it. And then Scott said he also will probably find out today if they're going to total or not. Although I talked to Scott, and it sounds like Haggerty's trying really hard to not total that car, which is insane. So we might have to be putting that car back together with like a lot of new parts. Okay. So you might be seeing that car for a while. Oh, and then other news is the black 458, which I'm going to assume Josh drove home because it's not here. That car, we got a deal over the weekend. All the paperwork signed, just waiting for the money to hit the bank, which should be today. And it's a repeat customer, and we know him, so it's one of those where like, yeah, it's going to come through. Not worried about it, because as soon as he signed paperwork, I don't know what it is. What is it with every time we sell a car, then immediately afterwards, like 10 other people want the car. So like, as soon as we signed the paperwork, all these other people are like, I want it. People were even saying like, I'll pay more than you were asking and stuff like that, which, look, if I have signed paperwork, I'm not going to screw someone. We don't operate that way. If we have a deposit, we honor the deposits. Sorry, he's got first shot at it. He already signed the paperwork. He said he's going to send us the money today. So if the money doesn't come in today, okay, well then I might call the other guy and be like, yo, do you want it still or whatever? But again, he's a repeat customer. We know him reasonably well. He's going to come through. So that being said, we have an idea of how to honor the people who have helped us get through this time. A lot of people said we should make a plaque or something like that. We looked into that, and to do a plaque to be able to fit all the names in a font size that you can actually read, the cheapest we found was like $5,000. So we were like, I don't think people that donated money want us to spend a very substantial chunk of the money they donated just to put a plaque to honor them. So we had another idea, and I ran it by a few people, and everyone seemed to think that this is a better idea. So I'm not going to tell you what it is until we get it done, but I will say this. If you are on the list of names, which I'll put a link right here. I don't remember the name of the website, but it's got up to date of all the people who have contributed in some way. First of all, if you contributed and your name's not on the list, please email us. We would like to add your list to it. If you're one of the anonymous donors and you'd like to have your name, please email us. But also, we would like to start collecting maybe some pictures or videos of you, cars you own, your family, whatever, anything you would like to have seen by other people about you, maybe just a little bit about you or whatever, pictures or, media, any sort of media about you. And if you don't want anything, that's fine too. But we got something kind of cool, so you might want to send us some. So again, just email us, sales@normalguysupercar.com or sales@ngsupercars.com. It doesn't matter. It both comes to us, and we'll add it to this thing we'd like to do for you. But I'm gonna sit down, get caught up on computer stuff, and then we'll start doing some wrenching and organizing and I don't know what else. Stuff. We're gonna do stuff. Well, YouTube, here's a site that I'm welcoming. 355 is coming down. 2 shall become 1. As part of the agreement to sell this car, we're basically just slapping the engine. Oh, hold on. You don't want that there. Just basically bolting the engine and trans in so that it can roll, so that the new owner can take care of it at their own leisure. So they'll have to just separate the engine and trans themselves. But okay, here we go. Well, it's back in.
It's easier when you don't have to hook everything up.
Yeah, right? This is the easiest reinstall in a major ever.
Still
Yeah.
a pain in the ass, but
Yeah, so we're just getting it bolted in enough to be able to roll, because he's gonna have to pull the engine out anyway to fix well, maybe.
he said he's gonna pull the heads.
Oh,
do
then
the
he's
valve guides and everything.
Oh, okay, yeah, then okay. So the guy's got a good project, and it's already everything's disconnected. All he's gonna have to do is disconnect the bolts for the frame and then drop it out. So that'll be easy for him. But all right, progress on that, and moving on to the next thing. I think I've said this before, that some customers are just like the ultimate badass customers that you just love, and they're just super easy to deal with. We've had a couple of them. For example, the guy who's buying that 458, he's just awesome. Like, he's just like, make it so, do it right, do everything. And we're like, yeah, yes sir, no problem. Hilariously, also, the guy who bought the black 458 flood car, he actually bought another car from us in the past, and he's one of those guys, he literally was just like, oh yep, I like it, wires on the way, like super easy to deal with. And then he's like, hey, I was thinking about putting an exhaust on the 458, and I'm like, oh yeah, we can get you, these are the exhausts available, whatever. And so he's like, okay, I want the IPE. Send him an invoice for that, pays it immediately. I'm just like, hey, we'll let you know when it's installed. He's like, great, thanks, no problem. Like, super easy. I love it. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Very, very easy customers to work with. And the thing is, they're the type of customers that just enjoy the cars and are happy. So everyone's happy, which is great. Yeah, we got a few things going on. The yellow 360 just got picked up, and it's on its way to its new owner. So, and we got the yellow 355 back on the ground. It's all put together. So we're just kind of waiting for that one to get shipped out as well. We're gonna have like no cars in the shop. It's gonna be very odd. That damn Jag's still here. All right, YouTube, it's late in the day, and as you can see, the shop is fairly empty, which is, at this moment in time, a good thing. So we've got all the flood cars are gone. We're still waiting to hear if Scott's will be totaled, believe it or not. They're the only ones that were given hell. Got word that one is officially totaled. my old 430. So yeah, I'm gonna see if they offer a buyback, and if they do, and I somehow have any money left over, I'm gonna try and buy it because I would like to see it not die. But it's pretty much screwed at this point. We're gonna get some pictures of this car, get it listed for sale, and one of you can buy this thing. Waiting on the owner of that car to make a few decisions, and then we'll know about that car in a few days. The black 458 that was a flood car is sold, and the guy is buying a cool badass exhaust, IP exhaust, which we sell at normalguysupercar.com. Use code NGS10 to get off 10%. And we're going to install that and all that stuff once it ships. So we ordered that for him today. Should be here in, I don't know, a couple weeks, and then we'll install it. And yeah, that's kind of it for today. So I'm going to go home, and I'll see you guys later.
The next day.
Good morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday, and, well, it's creepy quiet in here. Listen. No fans, nothing's running. It's just kind of quiet and creepy. Well, this car, is for sale. That car is client's car. That car is sold, getting picked up soon. Josh's 458, and then, yeah, my old 430, it's officially totaled. So we're just waiting to hear on Scott's car, which is really strange. Haggerty's slow. That's really fascinating. In fact, it's the experience of dealing with this side of Haggerty has made me less likely to refer them to people, because like that's always kind of been a go-to. It's like, oh, Haggerty, they do specialty cars and stuff and blah blah blah. Well, now we're kind of like, they've been kind of a pain in the ass. There's actually not a lot of work to do on cars today, so we might be doing other stuff, probably organizing, cleaning. I'm gonna mow the lawn, and I'm gonna work a lot on the computer. So there's still a bunch of inventory management stuff I've been working on. I guess I'm going to resume working on that. I would love to get that so it's further along. Spent some time yesterday working on the website. We'll continue working on that. Just trying to shore up everything so that, as we get out of this flood situation, we're in a better position to do a better job and have the company be more efficient and just be better. Well, I guess I got to make some phone calls, emails, DMs, whatever, and stuff. So not much to say right now. So I just got a funny email. I don't know if you guys remember that big Equifax thing where they got hacked and everyone's data got stolen and everything. So I just got this email. It's like, oh, hey, congratulations, you're part of the Equifax settlement, blah, 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 whatever. And so like they gave us some money back because of our troubles. I got $10.80. And it's not even like a check or anything. It's a freaking prepaid MasterCard that's not even a real card. It's a digital card. I love how... Anyway, yeah, idiotic. So given all the current insurance stuff that's gone on, interesting enough, just got my insurance renewal policy for my GT40. So this is with American Collectors Insurance, which is kind of like a Haggerty, but obviously a lot less known than Haggerty. This is really fascinating. So first of all, y'all need to read your insurance policies to see what is and is not covered. So mine very explicitly states track events, any sort of timed event, anything on a track is excluded. Also, I'm the only named insured person on this car. Anyone else driving it for any reason is not insured, flat out. So people are like, hey, can I try driving your GT40? Nope, not gonna happen after this. So no, you cannot drive my car, period. Also, it's fascinating because it's kind of designed towards collector cars and stuff. It has like, this roadside assistance and blah blah blah. It's got emergency travel expenses, but it's also got a $5,000 theft reward. So if someone steals my car, they'll post a $5,000 reward. And then this one's funny, $150 car show expenses. So basically, if the car breaks and I can't go to a car show that I was trying to go to, they'll give me up to $150 for like car show registrations and hotels. Also, they'll post a $5,000 bond if for bail if I'm arrested in that car. Okay, but not for felonies, just for traffic violations. So I guess if I'm speeding and don't commit a felony and they arrest me, I'll get a $5,000 bail. They'll even give me a $1,000 legal defense $1,000 hit and run reward. But yeah, I'm really curious about what sort of stuff they're excluding. So I didn't see anything about flood. That's really what I'm trying to like figure out right now, is like, is there anything I need to be aware of that so far it looks like read your insurance policy. It reads like a sack of bricks. It's really awful legalese, but I would recommend doing this after what happened to us. Correction. So I had to go through and read the fine print again. Again, this stuff reads like a sack of bricks. It says basically the people who are covered by this are me, any family member, but only if the family member is listed on the declarations page as an operator. So Meg is not, so she's not insured on it. But then it says any person using your covered auto with your permission. So I guess if I say, hey, you can use my car, then you are insured, actually. So that's good to read. But it does have exclusions. If you intentionally cause damage, you're screwed. Specifically says that while employed or otherwise engaged in the business of selling, repairing, servicing, storing, or parking vehicles designed for use mainly on public highways. This includes road testing and delivery. This exclusion does not apply to the ownership, maintenance, or use of your covered auto by you, any family member, or any partner or agent or employee of you or any family member. So what I don't even understand what that. It's like saying you can't. It's not insured if you own a dealership that sells cars, but it is insured if you own a dealership and sell cars, or you work for a dealership or sell cars. I don't know. It's strange. It reads like a sack of bricks. Oh yeah, here you go. They exclude any vehicle while participating in, testing for, or practicing for any race, speed contest, time trial, gymkhana, test and tune event, driving exhibition, driver's education, or on-track event of any kind. Well, I guess that means even doing a parade lap, it would not be covered. Good to know. I'll never put that car on a track. Well, YouTube, I didn't really film anything today because it's been a very boring day as far as content-wise. I've pretty much been on the computer the entire day. So I really banged away on our inventory and services spreadsheet, and I got it to a place that I'm pretty happy. And one of the things that was kind of validating for it is, we've been trying to guesstimate how much we charge people for certain services and whatever. And I'm trying to break it down where it's like, okay, to do this service, you need to do this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. And each of those little individual things, I kind of guesstimate how much time it will take. And then I kind of plug in what I think should be our hourly approximate rate with a fudge factor for basically, because everything takes longer than you really think, always. That's just the way it works. But what's really cool is so I was estimating how much it would cost to do an exhaust install on a 458, and it came within $300 of how much we've been charging. So it was really accurate, and I was very pleased with that. So basically, and that's one of those things where the computed amount might not be the amount we actually charge, but it kind of gives us a very good estimate of, hey, historically these things have taken us this long and we've charged this much money and that worked for us, or no, it didn't work for us, we need to charge more or less, and adjust it based on realities. So it's all kind of a learning process. Yeah, it's actually coming along pretty nicely. Along with that, this is finally live on the website, so go check it out, ngsupercars.com, go to the inventory page, and there you can take a look at it. Got more pictures and stuff. And one of you is going to have an awesome car that you're going to be very happy with. And, we bought a car today. Yes, we actually bought another Ferrari 360 that should be here soon. So we have the Maserati, the Aston Martin, and a Ferrari 360 all on their way here, probably on the next video. I don't think you'll see it in this video. But I guess that's it for today. I'm going to go home and see my wife and play with my kid, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It's Wednesday and it's auction day, and we're probably not going to buy any cars, but we're going to look at cars that are up for auction and see if there's anything worthy of buying. Also, today's a bit of a disappointment already. I was sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to drive the GT40 to work today, and the battery's completely dead, even though I had it on the battery tender. So I'm assuming that means the battery itself is just toast. Time to buy a new battery for that car. So I guess gotta go do that. Not a big deal, but it's just kind of like, dang it. I was really excited to actually drive that thing for first time in, 2 months. I guess Really? Jeez, it's been a while. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I drove that car. Just want to give you some pro tips on when you're trying to negotiate buying a car, especially on Facebook. So, we posted this black 430 for sale on Facebook last night, and I'm getting inundated with all the normal stuff, to be polite. And one of the things that's happening more and more is people are saying right off the bat, like, give me your phone number or something like that. Pretty much when they ask for your phone number, every time I've done that, they never call or anything, and it's probably them trying to get my two-factor authentication. So, pro tip number one, I have multiple phone numbers, one for business, one for home, and whatever. Yeah, good luck with that. Second of all, I found a good solution is I just say, hey, can we chat on Messenger first? And usually they just never respond, but every once in a while someone gets all pissed off. Why can't you talk on the phone? Blah, blah, blah. Because people scam people when they try and get my phone number. That's why. A lot of interest, a lot of interesting trades. Seems like we'll probably have a deal pretty quickly on it because it's priced pretty aggressively to the market. I mean, it's basically priced the same price as an F1 gearbox as a converted manual. So you're basically getting a converted manual for free. Yeah, someone's gonna get a good deal on this car. But I'm gonna hop on the computer, pull up the cars I wanna look at today and see if we can buy anything. Well, YouTube, we didn't get anything at auction. We bid on quite a few cars, but they all went for too much or just didn't have enough margin, or we didn't feel confident in the value based on the condition of the car. You'll also notice that we have all the lights off. Well, we're not really wrenching and we're not doing a whole lot in the shop today, so we're just kind of saving electricity, and I'm just working on the computer. We just had to take and go pick up the car. The F430 we took to Brad's at Authentic Details to get a PPF, which, by the way, if you send your car to Brad's and mention us, they give you 10% off. So they hook you guys up. We love Brad. He does amazing work. So that car we just dropped off to get an alignment, and then we should be picking it up in a couple hours. And then I think the last thing left to do is get new tires for it. And then once we do that, it can finally get shipped to its owner. So that's awesome. That's great news. It's almost done. So probably in the next few days, I'll get the tires ordered today and probably have them by the end of this week. Nice. Otherwise, we do have some cars coming to the shop. They're in transportation right now. They're just not here yet. So just kind of, yeah, it's a very just quiet, chill day. I guess I need to turn on some music. God damn it. This is the kind of shit that just drives me nuts. All right, so we're trying to get the 355 out of here. And the damn thing leaks fluid all over the place. But here's what really drives me nuts. The f***ing roll-up door just totally blew up. So I don't even know if we're gonna be able to shut that thing tonight. All right, the end of the day today was extraordinarily frustrating. So I did fix the door, so now it should actually be able to roll up and down and lock and everything. So basically what happened was the water blew out this door. It blew in that back door and blew out this door. And this door, it basically like ripped apart all the bolts, and the bolts just ripped right through the door. So I had to kind of oversize it and use some washers and stuff to make it so that it actually would still work. The good news is I don't think we're gonna have to replace the door, at least not for now. And it locks, so good. And theoretically with the bigger bolts, it should be a little bit stronger than it was before. So I actually took on a project I didn't even talk about. I was just sitting here like, you know what would be really, really nice, and we have all the parts for it already, is to add some LED lights on the underside of the 4-post lift so you can see the undercarriage. So that's what I'm working on. I've got part of it wired up. I've got a little on-off switch. I just have to actually put the lights in, but it's really late in the day and I'm pissed off because everything was just going shitty with that stupid trailer. So the trailer shows up to pick up the 355, and then his winch broke, and then the door broke, and then just, you know, just one of those things where like everything was going wrong, and it was hot as shit. So then we had the door stuck all the way open. So we're all sweating. We need to work like gentlemen in air conditioning, which is what I'll do tomorrow. So I'm gonna go home and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's Thursday, which means Thursday Night Live. And I forgot to tell you guys about this. I'm actually going on vacation. So I had a vacation plan from, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. It was already paid for, and well, I'm still gonna take it. So this will be the last Thursday Night Live for, we'll skip a week and then we'll be back after that. Also, it means this will be the last Week in the Life video for a week. So you won't see this come back until, the second week of August. So first week of August, no content whatsoever. I'm shutting off. Don't call me, don't email me, don't text me. I'm not gonna answer. So yeah, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It's Thursday, which means it's the end of this week in the life of our inner dealership, NG Supercars, and we just got some cars. So check this out. We have a Maserati. We're gonna get that cleaned up. We'll get that for sale. We also have this Aston Martin, which is for sale, and that is a manual. So we're gonna be reviewing that car, and then we got this car right here, which is a client's car already sold, and then a car that just got in as well to be converted into a manual. So it's gonna be a busy day here at the shop. Well, YouTube, I guess that's it for this video. So like, share, and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go visit normalguysupercar.com and use the code NGS10. Hook yourself up with 10% off most of the parts we sell. Of course, you can get services done through us, so send us an email, sales@normalguysupercar.com if you need some service on your car, including manual conversions, which we're all set. We're back in business. We're doing conversions again, so hit us up. And you can buy cars from us at ngsupercars.com. That is our dealership website. We'll have the Aston and the Mozzie up on the website pretty soon. This car is already on the website, so if you're interested in making an offer, send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com. Oh, Thursday. So go check out the Thursday Night Live, 8 p.m. Central. We'll see you guys then. And that's it for now. And I'm going on vacation, so I won't see you guys next week. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Have a good time.
Don't call me. Don't come by my house. We're done.